Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of rawradianthealth.com, and I'm Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So it's Wednesday, it's the middle of the week, and today I received a great email with a great question about this person is on their first day of trying to get off of sugar, and the person was asking me, how long will this person have to go through the withdrawal symptoms of sugar? And it's funny because yesterday too I was talking to a client about MSG and about getting off of products that have MSG, and we all know that like sugar and artificial flavorings and salts and weird stuff that they put into food like MSG and different kind of flavor enhancers and chemicals can actually be quite addictive, and more addictive than the actual food itself, and therefore it's not easy to get off of. And there's not only an emotional addiction or a mental addiction, but there's also a physical addiction. And I have to say, because this person was asking, how long does it take to start feeling better, because they actually kind of feel physically sick from getting off of the sugar, which does happen where if you really are hooked on something, like anyone can see of getting off of coffee. If someone's had years and years of drinking a few cups of coffee a day, or even just being addicted to 1 cup of coffee a day, they can go through from 24 hours to a week having full-on migraine headache as they're releasing it from their system. So it is a truth that we do get physically addicted to things, and we react when we don't have them. So from my own experience and from what I've seen with many clients getting off of all these types of additives and flavor enhancers is that it usually takes on average about 3 days, okay, and getting off of any substance. The reason why it takes 3 days is that that's usually how long it takes for something to pass through your body. Okay, it's usually, hopefully, the longest amount of time. If you're on a cleaner diet, things go through your body within a day. But if, you're eating a little bit heavier foods and foods that are difficult to digest, it can take about 3 days to pass through your body. And so it's the same thing with these additives and addictive foods, is that it takes 3 days for it to go through your body. So those 3 days are usually the worst. After the first 3 days, then you're on the road to recovery, pretty much, okay? And then after that, I would say, like I said, like the physical addiction takes 3 days to get over, and the mental and emotional addiction, that can take, I say about 21 days to 30 days. I find that if you can do something consistently for 21 to 30 days, after that, you don't even have to think about it. It becomes part of who you are. So it's about like a month to adapt to a different behavior or a different lifestyle, or to create good habits or get rid of bad habits. But the good news is that once you've adapted to it and it becomes part of who you are, and then you no longer have to be kind of fighting yourself or trying to maintain a certain amount of control. It just becomes part of your overall existence and part of your routine. So that's a good thing to know. And and I've seen it too with a lot of clients that are getting onto a healthier diet, is that it's always the first week that's the roughest, because it's your whole life is sometimes put upside down, especially, trying to get off of things like sugar and stuff, where it might be in everything you used to eat, and suddenly you have to not only relearn and sort of redevelop your taste buds to be enjoying other foods, but you've also got to look into what you're eating and find alternatives and become more self-educated as to what's out there and what to be aware of. Now, I will give you a few suggestions if you are trying to get off of any of these kind of substances like sugar or coffee or heavy salted foods or MSG or any kind of flavor enhancer. And even trying to get off of any kind of drug as well, prescription drugs, or trying to get off of nicotine or any of that. I would also I would really suggest the first week to really be on a high liquid diet, really be well hydrated. Make sure you're drinking a lot of water. Put a little bit of lemon in that water as well. That's good to flush out the liver. And I would suggest getting onto green juices as much as possible. Start small, because it takes a while to adjust as well, even to the green juices. And you know, some people go running in the bathroom after they've had their first green juice. So you know, so take it slow. Start with a cup a day and work your way up to adding more. And even smoothies as well. Those are like blended drinks. Like as much liquid as possible, really, to flush things out of your system and make it easy to digest, so that things start moving. You don't want to be clogging yourself and then having, you know, all these sugars and stuff in your digestive tract and them saying, feed me, we want more. We want to kind of just get rid of it all, so that our body's releasing it and we're no longer craving it. Okay, so my suggestion really is get onto fresh food and get into having as much, you know, fresh vegetables and fruit as possible, and really just bring in that nutrition. Okay, so that's my suggestions for the day, and I wish you guys the most fabulous day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.